Hey Cancers, thank you for being here, Cancer. So this video is being sponsored by Psychic Source. If this reading resonates with you in any way and you need a little bit of extra clarity, you can try Psychic Source and get 40 minutes for $19.80. So this offer is exclusive to my subscribers and to this channel, and it is for new clients. All right. So check the link in the description box, you guys, to take advantage of that. All right, Cancer. So Cancers, this is, whoa, off the rip. Cancer, this is going to be what your June energy is going to be looking like. Let's see what is happening here. I keep seeing this helping hand. So some of you guys, you're having, are you having some type of financial stuff, Cancers? I'm seeing this overcome card here. And then I keep seeing this helping hand coming out in majority of the reads as well. All Cancer placements, take what resonates, leave the rest. Take it how it resonates with you and your situation, okay? Any personal reading information or any other information is in the description box. Cancers, hit those likes, hit those likes, hit those likes. Hit that subscribe. Okay, turn on the notification bell so you are notified when I post. All right, Cancers. Let's see what is happening here. So this has been a theme a lot too. The balance. I'm seeing earth magic, innovation, and summoning power. Okay. Grateful optimism. All right. So we will skim through the balance, see what it's talking about. All right. So we have umbrella, So we have all under one roof, consolidate, work in house, many hats, far reach and covered. So some of you guys, you are expanding, or spirit is wanting you to expand. Do some different things, dibble and dabble on different things. We'll see. All right. So we have adventure. This is worlds of wonder. Travel for work, guide, long distance, rich in experience. Okay. So some of you guys, you are going to be traveling. You're going to be experiencing life, or you've been wanting to, and spirit is like kind of giving you the okay, like, yeah, go for it. Okay. We have float away. So this is a lot of energy, Cancers, of you kind of needing to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Okay, this is winds of change blow, lofty goals in the clouds, drifting hot air in quest. So we have two cards here talking about adventure, about traveling, about experiencing life, and not just like, reading about it in books and things like that, actually going to go see it. Okay, Cancers. And then we have balance here. This is number 40, which reduces to a 4, which 4 is huge about stability. And the card is literally saying stability and standing firm. So you're going to have to stand your ground. You're going to have to stand on business, Cancers. All right. Let me see what the book says for this card. All right. Let's see. Yeah. So the priestess of balance walks a steady line, looking ahead yet staying centered. This card is telling you that restoring order and balance to your life will be important at this time. So take a good look at the energy and the effort that you expend every day. If something's disproportionate, it may cause you to lose your center, your stamina, and your peace of mind. Ask yourself, are you engaging in too much work and not enough fun? Too much taking care of others and too little caring for yourself? What about practical matters? Are you eating healthily and drinking enough water? Are you getting enough muscle movement and peaceful relaxation? All of these approaches can easily be abandoned when you get busy or stressed, but those are precisely the times when you need stability and balance the most. Notice Notice the light in the palms of this priestess. Okay, so but she does have lights here in her palms. Okay, so I have to show y'all that so y'all can see it. Right and left, receptive and active, are energized, extending up to universal connection. She displays an equal focus of yin-yang energy and calls for you to become more energetically conscious. If you tend to be passive, it's time to stand firm and support in your own higher intentions. Stand on business. Yet if you tend to be active with little or no reflection or meaning or purpose, now is the time to look inward and find some balance here. You can achieve balance simply by paying attention to the needs of your daily life. When you make choices that honor your body, spirit, and personal priorities, you create the stability and stamina necessary to see you through to the fruition of your greatest dreams and desires. Okay? So the affirmation for this card is, I have the power to prioritize myself. I choose to live a balanced, healthy, and honoring life every day. Okay, Cancers. Dope energy. So, and while I was reading that, it made sense because I kept reading like, okay, this is kind of dual. There's a lot of duality here because on one hand it's saying go have some fun, get out your comfort zone. On the other hand it's saying you need to stand on business and get on solid ground. So we'll see what it is. You have to figure out which side of the coin you are on, Cancers, okay? So I feel like June is going to be a month of you kind of figuring out what works for you, okay? We have the Hermit here, by yourself, or there could be something you need to make a decision on your own, Cancers, okay? We have the Knight of Cups without too much outside influence, okay? We have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Cups. So some of you might be dreamers, and yeah, some of you are dreamers, and you probably need to take more action on something. Oh man, I'm good. It makes no sense. Before I said take more action, now I'm seeing the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor is 4. The Emperor is number 4. The Emperor stands on business. You see, he's surrounded in concrete. He's surrounded with rock. Okay, so I'm also seeing all these cards: 10 of Cups, Page of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. So some of you guys kind of need to get your nose to the grind, or you know, you need to learn how to balance fun with work. Some of you might be having too much fun to where it is affecting your work. Okay, now for others of you, you probably need to get out of your head and you need to get out of this dreamer space. The Page of Cups is a dreamer, but the thing with the Page of Cups, sometimes the Page of Cups needs action. You know, the Page of Cups, especially coming under this balance card, which is stability. The Page of Cups doesn't have stability, okay? So I feel like some of you guys need to kind of get on solid ground. If you have goals, create practical goals and stick to them. Like whatever you decide to do, you got to stick to it, Cancer, so you can see it all the way through. The Emperor is going to see something all the way through, even if it kills him. You ain't got to go that far, but, you know, you got to see it all the way through. Cancers, okay? They're not flip-flopping and switching back and forth and whatever, okay? It's nothing wrong with dibbling and dabbling in different things. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to find something and stick to it, okay? If you venture out and try some different stuff sometimes, that's fine, but have at least one thing that no matter what you're doing on the outside of that, you come back to that thing, okay? Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune. Lots of change. Cancer, you have so much change coming around you. The Death card here. There's a lot of change. The Wheel of Fortune and the Death card. That's probably the changiest of changes. Is that a word? In the tarot. Like seeing those cards, it gets no more of a change than that. So you either have change coming, you need to change, or you change too much. But I don't feel like you change too much. We have the 5 of Swords here. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys need to change and do something a little bit different. But you have to figure this out on your own. I don't feel like this is something that somebody outside of you can help you with. Cancers. The World, of course, I gotta cover her up because she is nude. But the World here, I love it. I love how this World card is coming up under the Adventure, and this is talking about worlds of wonder. And then you have the World card coming up. That's insane. That's insane. I love it. And then we have the Hangman. This is why I love tarot so much. Some of you guys need to travel and venture out. Like some of you guys need to kind of see what the world has to offer. Cancers, like you need to, some of you may be, again, you've gotten too solid, or not too solid, but you've gotten too comfortable, Cancers. And I feel like Spirit is kind of wanting you to venture out and, how can I say this? Let your energy flow a little bit, okay? Especially with the Hangman here on the bottom. So some of you guys should just kind of let your energy flow a little bit more than what has. Some of you guys are going to accomplish like some type of big goal or major goal, but I feel like it might be after you have done the work. The Queen of Swords, there's a Death card again. Yeah, change, transformation. Something around you needs to change, Cancers. Yeah, some of you need to get more solid, and that makes a lot more sense. Some of you need to get more solid. And I don't want to say some of you guys are too solid, because solid is not the word. Some of you guys may have gotten too comfortable. Okay, and I feel like you need to kind of wiggle around a little bit and get some more of your mojo back. Okay, so say for instance, Cancers, I'm trying to think of a big life change. You got into a relationship, right? Say you were single for a long time, you were doing you were traveling, you were taking care of yourself, you was getting your hair done, your nails done, and all this other stuff. And then you get into a relationship, right? Y'all move in together. You stop doing a lot of those things. You stop traveling, you stopped going to try different spaces in the city. You stop doing those road trips and things like that. So I feel like some of you guys have probably just gotten too comfortable, and you need to kind of wiggle around, because when you get too comfortable, that creates blockages for you too. You know what I mean? So if you're trying to build something, it's going to create a blockage for you because the energy's not flowing. Okay, that's the downside to the Emperor. Now the Emperor is going to make some shit shake, but the Emperor can sometimes cause hindrances, especially if you are too immovable. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. The King of Wands, I love it. Yeah, Two of Pentacles is again about balance. Some of you guys need to learn how to balance things out. You can be, the girlfriend or whatever, and I'm just going to use that example. You can be the girlfriend, the loyal, faithful girlfriend, but you can also, or boyfriend, but you can also go and experience your life and enjoy your life. Okay, like you get into a relationship doesn't mean your life stops, right? So or we can use work. Like you have to learn how to balance your work with your fun and with your home life, Cancer. So I feel like don't let one part of your life consume you. All right, it's some of you guys, especially if you're coming up as in this Page of Cups energy, you're dreaming about it. You're like, oh wow, I want to go do this and this and this, but I can't because blah blah blah. But you can do it, Cancers. But I'm seeing lots of there's a Page of Cups again. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. I'm seeing lots and lots of change for you, Cancer. Some of you guys need to find your emotional fulfillment. 10 of Cups. And you can have your emotional fulfillment outside of your responsibilities. Okay? You can have your responsibilities and you can have your stuff that emotionally fulfills you outside of that. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to accomplish something like major, though. There's these fours. There's these fours. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups. Now, the Four of Wands is about enjoying the moment, like enjoying these moments. So definitely learn how to enjoy moments, Cancer, and celebrate your small wins. Celebrate all your wins, even if they're tiny, even if in your eyes it's tiny or they're small or whatever the case may be. But I do feel like, too, if you do have different stuff that you're dabbling into, I feel like I already said that. I forgot, y'all. You got to find at least one thing to stick to, Cancer. You have to find, and it's for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of you guys, you may have stuff that you have routines and stuff that you have with other people. Well, what do you have for you, for yourself? You know what I mean? Your own self-care routine, or if you have a goal of some sort, like you say you want to go back to school and be a nurse or whatever, right? So you put that on the back burner for other people. But I feel like you kind of need to bring some of your goals to the forefront, and not only bring them to the forefront, but actually stick to them. Okay, actually see it all the way through. Yes, the Fool card here. Six of Cups here. Yeah. Like, what do you want, Cancer? Like, what do you decide what it is? There's that Fool. Decide what it is what you want, Cancers, and run with it. Go with it. Yeah, see, there's that Nine of Swords. There's that stress. There's the Justice. What? I feel like some of you guys there's a relationship in your life that is stressing you out. We have the Justice card here. We have the Nine of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Yeah, there's something that you want to do, but you feel tied to something. It doesn't have to be like a person. Like, you feel tied to something, you feel restricted by something, Cancer. But it's all in your head. Whatever it is all in your head. Six of Swords here. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Whatever it is you feel like you're being restricted by, Cancers, is not there. I'm seeing something, coming full circle. I'm seeing for some of you accomplishing a really big goal in the month of June, like something you've really been working towards. But I feel like it takes actual action to do it. You have to actually do it, you know, if that makes sense, Cancers, okay? Nine of Wands here. Stick to your guns with something, okay? Even if you sway out from time to time, you know, there has to be that one thing where you always, no matter what, you stick to it, no matter what, okay? Yeah, wow. And then it happens, and then it comes out again, y'all. The world. Some of you need to be traveling. Like you want to travel, but you feel like you can't. There's that Four of Wands again. The Moon, there's a Page of Swords again. You feel like you want to move around, but you can't, Cancers. But you can. You can do it, okay? I'm seeing the Eight of Wands, the heavy self-care here. The Empress, the Four of Wands again. The Nine of Swords again. Yeah, y'all are stressed. Y'all are so stressed. The Moon, you have a lot of fears, Cancers, that you need to address. Some of you want to be something else, but you have a lot of fears around that identity, Cancers. And some of you want to be more free spirit or whatever the case may be, but you have a lot of fears around that. Six of Wands here, a lot of insecurities around it. Ten of Pentacles could have to do with your family too. Family dynamic, like you feel like bogged down or whatever, Cancers, but you're gonna feel a lot more free, especially if you are going with the energy, Cancers. If you can learn how to balance your you time with your responsibilities, you're gonna have an excellent June. You're gonna have an excellent month. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, if things are gonna turn around for you, I feel like that's gonna be your lesson for June, is to learn how to prioritize yourself and your needs. Cancers, yeah, see, man, why? This is crazy. We have the Sun card. Look, Two of Wands, Three of Swords, Nine of Cups. It's you want more out of life, Cancers. You want more, but you won't go after it, or you attempt it, but you don't stick to it. You got to see it all the way through. Okay. Now with the Two of Wands here, you see he has this globe in his hand. This earth. He's looking out. He's looking out into this ocean, this body of water, whatever. He's standing here on the castle. It's like, what's all out there? I want what's out there. I want to go out there. This could represent travel too. Lots of travel here, here in the spread. So some of you guys may be traveling, or Spirit is like encouraging you to do so, Cancer. But I feel like you're just kind of in your way. You're in your own way. You got to get out your own way, Cancers. Okay. But man. Okay, let me grab a couple of these and then I'll get a blockage card. Okay, man. So we have, yeah, see, I just saw these cards in Gemini's readings. I just literally saw these exact same cards in Gemini's reading. Okay, so we have Castle here. This is Sagittarius. This is pride, recognition, position, praise for achievement, ego, wealth, ancestry, antiquity, history, legacy, architecture, power, prestige, isolation, the old times, the old guard, and timeless. Okay, and then we have Master here. This is Sagittarius. This one is Capricorn, and this is about discipline, working smart, focus, structure. So I get, like, we're seeing this focus. Like you gotta put your nose to the grind, Cancer, with this. Okay, whatever this is. Yeah. So as I split the deck, I'm seeing Taurus. And this is Beehive. This is diligent, persistent. Man, thank you, Spirit. Like you have to be, whatever it is, you have to be persistent with whatever this is if you want to see it come through. You want to see it come to light. Okay? If you want to be in a better space where you can travel and move around the way you see fit, you have to actually put in the work to get to that. Then you get to that. Okay? And stick to something, like bouncing from one thing to the next. Didn't I tell y'all this before? It may have been Aries. Mindful, hard work, devoted, fruitful, busy, conscientious, energetic, continual harvest, endurance, effort, patience, and concentration. Did I finish reading this? I don't remember. We have teaching, training, conquer, overcome, control, learning a skill, in the flow, authoritarian, and commanding presence. Cancers. So yeah, some of you guys, you got to get better with sticking to stuff. Okay, you got to stick with stuff all the way through and put yourself. You need to prioritize your goals and prioritize the type of life you want for yourself, Cancers, okay? And you can still consider the people around you, okay? You can still do that, all right? Let's get a blockage for June and see what happens here. What? Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Cancers. Now, this could be somebody around you, but take it how it resonates, because, baby, abusing power. Using gifts as a mean of manipulation, power, or some selfish personal benefit. Ooh, child. And it says, find your real power. Be aware of your feelings of power. If you remain aware of this feeling in its circumstance, you will not be entrapped by myths that power is money, fame, social class, or some fancy title. Interesting. And this makes sense too with this card, because it's talking about pride and recognition and everything like that. And that might not be your true self, Cancer. Some of you guys are more free spirits. But it's like you won't live that life, because, and it could be, that could be your fear. Like you don't want to live the life that you are really wanting for yourself, you know, due to other people. But again, it goes back to other people, like you trying to impress others. Yeah, you gotta cut all that out. Okay. Now, self-exhaustion here. Okay. And this is elevating self-importance is manifesting in prideful attitudes towards others. Again, we're talking about other people here, Cancers. This is practice humility. Humility reminds you that success doesn't all come from what you have, but what you offer to others. Okay, so again, we're talking about what are you offering other people, Cancers. Where am I at? What you offer others. Recognize your strengths and weaknesses and be willing to learn from others to achieve more. Makes sense as well, Cancers. I'm really getting the spread that you guys are not treating people well, but take that how it resonates. All right, there's a reason why we're seeing it. Okay, hit the like, hit the subscribe, y'all. Thank you for watching. Peace out.